Oh,
Boom, boom. There we go. Now they can. All right, let's try this again. Hello and welcome to Titan Odyssey versus ATK. Definitely going to be a very good game. And on my left side, someone you might have never seen before. He's new to the PC scene, but he's definitely not new to casting. This man has a repertoire to boat to anyone. King Luda, who are you?
hello, sir. How's it going?
It is a very good day because I'm going to get to watch some very good Siege. It's going to be a best of one here on Theme Park. A map that I don't believe either, I mean, ATK, they haven't played it that much recently, if I can remember. Titan Odyssey, I know they've played it a few times as of recent, but definitely one of the newer maps in rotation, so something new for everyone in the server. But I think without further ado, we can actually get right on into this map. Both teams are ready, so I'm going to head straight on into this.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see two Titans, no pun intended, slug it out here on Theme Park, which tends to be, in my opinion, very defender-sided. And as we can see, ATK are starting on the defense. And I'm, yeah, like I said, very excited to see these guys slug it out. We do see a notable change from Sandals to Pluckies, and wonder how that's going to affect his performance today.
I mean, name changes everything. We all know that.
Of course.
It just gives that. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna.
It's okay. I can do some filler if you'd like.
Yes.
As Kanye mentioned, I am, like he said, King Luther. I do come from the Xbox scene, slowly transitioning onto PC. I cast mainly for the early access Xbox League. I've been in for, I think, 2 leagues now. And yeah, it's been a really fun time. I've really found a passion in it. And I'm very keen and excited to get into these PC matches. Obviously, a bit more refined, a bit more strategic in the things you can do and the angles you can hold. And I do hope that the teams can put it on display for me today. I think I saw a Thatcher and a Kali get banned, which is going to be huge for the attacking team.
Yeah, now joined
you
by.
You would imagine it's going to be very difficult to get those walls open unless you've got some vertical angles or some very skilled Twitch players.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard. Both the Kali and the Thatcher now banned. It's going to be quite a hard task to get those main walls open. But I mean, not that many walls to really worry about, to be honest. I mean, sure, you've got the wall and throne room, but I mean, further than that, I mean, other bomb sites, sure, it's a nice thing to have some walls open, but it's not necessary. I mean, they're going to be going to Armory and Throne. They know the Kali and the Thatcher are banned, so they're going to make use of this opportunity. Taking both the Cade and the Bandit, there's no way these walls are going open. Sure, they've got the Maverick, they've got the Thermite, maybe they can try and lob some nades over, but really, this is going to be a hard struggle to try and get those walls open. And I mean, with the rest of the lineup here, you've got the Smoke and the Jaeger, the 22nd meta joined by the Melusi. This is going to be such a... it's just going to be slow, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, and you can see
Defenders, protect your bombs
what ties into that map ban and the Thatcher and the Kali ban is, of course, the Wamai ban. So there will be a little bit less in terms of throwable denial on the board, but you will see Figure bring that Jaeger, and you imagine the Jaeger is going to be a staple now that the Wamai is banned. Of course, we do have a Maverick in play, so that may make it a little bit easier, but of course, with those Cade claws in play, it's going to make it all the more difficult without the IQ being brought by the attacking team.
I mean, just on the board,
10 seconds left.
like I said, sure, they've got the IQ, well, they don't even have the IQ, which is...
Yeah, exactly.
5
Pick, I
seconds
guess,
left
but,
before insertion.
I mean, looking at them, just this hole is going to be
Attackers must
so hard
locate
to
and defuse
dismantle.
a bomb.
I mean, you've got the Cade, like I said in this intro, you've got the Cade, got the Bandit, got the Melusi and the Smoke once the walls even get opened, if they even do get open, because it's just such a stacked lineup that the attackers now starting to spawn in. I'm going to try and clear out this top floor presence. Quite a few players stacked in this top floor area. Going to have to take care of them. Notably, the hatch into barrels has been opened, so one avenue you have to worry about. I actually left that on, sorry.
I sincerely hope that Smoke is going to rotate back to site as soon as possible. We don't often see a Smoke on the roam, but it looks like Cos is actually going to stick it out here inside of Daycare with that SMG-11 out. Does, I think, momentarily get drone out, but doesn't move, perhaps miss drone. and quite confident that the Jaeger is going to hold his flank, but no, we do see him immediately dispatched of by Pluckies, and that is the first pick for the Ash.
Second one does come out. They know of the second player. They didn't get hasty after the first one. Get both kills now. Top 4 presence solidly in their control. I mean, they've got the entire top 4 to their name now. At this point, it's just going to be a full clear. They're going to start opening up these vertical angles here from the office side. They're going to try and get the K charge off of the yellow wall, and from here, it looks possible that the wall might get opened. I don't know. The exothermic charge does go off onto the split hatch, so at least one avenue now open up onto the main site. But still, got those bandits to worry about. He might just be able to shoot them out. Indeed, he does. The bandit batteries now off of the barrel wall, and with top floor control in favor of Titan Odyssey here, it's looking very likely like they might be able to get these walls open without a Kali and the Thatcher on the board.
I did see Sir Pancake take some damage, about 20 HP off his name. I think courtesy of a grenade from either Sledge or Maverick, and it would be Maverick, as he has 0 grenades to his name. And we can see it's moving down to about a minute now, and the attackers are primed to take into sight. You would imagine that the Thermite is going to move over to one of the other walls, use that second exothermic charge, but now we have angles being held by both attackers and defenders, waiting for the last exothermic to go, and once that does happen, you would imagine they are quite ready for the execute.
Yeah, they're just waiting to take the plunge, but James takes the first one, gets a drop shot with a great headshot to find. 3v4 scenario now. Sure, you're going to get the main wall open, but 30 seconds on the clock. The impact track does not come out from Sir Pancake yet. Misses the impact grenade from the side. They're chasing through the doorway. They get the kill. Now only James and AML here left behind the main throne and in the back side. But the first one to connect. Now they can just hold the main entryway, because only split hatch, that breach, and this main door are avenues to enter onto this bomb site. Show you 2 people, it's going to be hard to hold, but oh, the prone coming out at the exact wrong time here, and Lucky's just continues to tear.
You hate to see the timing on that one, as the bandit goes down to reload and pops his head up there, swings the Ash. The R4C will win that gunfight out pretty easily, and Plucky's collecting the last 2 kills there for himself, proving himself to be a very proficient entry frag and to clean the kills up at the end of the round. Quite surprised that that went in favor of the attackers, and you would have to imagine that is due to the Romas being lost so early. We will go to initiation office next up, and we do see a slightly different defender lineup.
I mean, they've got the Mozzie, sure, but overall, that one pick isn't going to make too much difference. Oh, I'm actually going to switch on to the mirror, and ATK going for a very, how do I say this? A very underutilized strat here on Theme Park. One of the maps, which is just this map is completely changed if Amira's on the board, and well, she wasn't banned out, so
attackers need to locate and
use of
defuse
that
bombs.
operator going here into initiation and office side. That's what they decide to set this up as, because usually you might get a mirror window here on into cash with one softball, maybe one into the legit. Oh, stumbling over my words, it's been too long, I haven't cast it in so long. Maybe one mirror window on into the logistics and drop down, but one mirror window seems to be used to hold the entry into
looking towards the hole. I've seen this strat before. It's quite interesting to see he's not running. Actually, it makes sense to reinforce the wall, as if you open up the cafe wall, you probably have a line of sight into the bomb site if you open up the soft wall as well. So it makes sense that this is actually reinforced. So I like what I'm seeing here by Koza on the mirror. Attackers would have spawned in at this point in time, and you'd imagine that the defenders are now going to hunker down and go find a cozy corner and await the onslaught that Titan is about to bring to them.
I mean, that previous attack, they were just perfect. I mean, there's no other word for it. They entered cafe, they took the players up top, and they
were just about flawless, yeah.
They just slaughtered them up top. I mean, shit came down to the last few seconds down.
I don't know if you saw, but there was an unfortunate beam in the way over the mirror's window. Abel gets the first pick onto Plucky, though, and that is the entry frag off the board. Very nice shots with that AUG. And only 40 seconds in and already at a deficit. Amal only taking about 25 HP off of his life. And we see a C4 go quite early on there. And you wonder what intel that was based off of. He's still positioned inside of drug storage though, and looking to contest towards the bathroom wall. But no, who's going to win it out? Will it be drop shot? It will be drop shot as AMR hits the deck, and the Maverick will just toss a nade in to secure the kill, and that is the Kaid off the board. That it is a Roma as well. Quite interesting to have a 3 armor as a Roma. But let's see how these attackers progress without their main man Ash at this point in time.
I mean, even more weird of a Romy here. The bandit down below does
You can
decide
see
to
the bandit now moving at the top of Dragon Stairs, trying to find a pick and just play his life out as long as possible. And this is where he's going to remain crouched. We do see the Maverick opening up. I think that is the initiation wall. And the
if they can
office
get
wall too. Yeah, ooh, here we go. This nade from drop shot, will it do it? Will it do the trick? It won't do the trick.
Why did that not go off? It went off, but is the cage charge down below?
Hello?
The artiller might be slacked down below, but I mean either that or the nade's radius just wasn't big enough. Not to
Big
set
brain.
through, but it does not connect onto anything.
Big
Now,
brain plays. Wow.
yeah, 4v4 is getting very, very awfully quiet. 50 seconds on the board. 4v4, no balls opened. They are going to have to pressure on into one of these main corridors.
Life is going to be rough here for the attacking team as we come down to the last 35 seconds. We see, as you mentioned, 4v4. HP advantage is in favor of the attackers, however, but in terms of map control and in terms of lives, there we go. We see Maverick taken off. A very nice swing from James with that MP7 will collect drop shot, but he will get instantly refragged off of by Sly Button with the ARX. One more, and Nomad is in a two-way crossfire. So they just runs in, gets dropped as well, and Sir Pancake will finish it off.
And this is exactly what I was talking about.
What?
They had to funnel on through there. There was no
Yeah.
other option. The wall wasn't open. They didn't have control of the logistics side. Well, that is your fate when you can't open any walls. You got to funnel on through. Well, ATK, they take the round off of it. Now going to Bunk and Daycare. Let's see if they opt to take the mirror once again, because I know it's quite a common hold to have an extended hold into office and initiation. Indeed, the mirror does get picked, but let's see if they opt to do anything different this time around. But the attackers, they've been doing almost essentially the exact same thing round after round. It's worked once and it's failed them once. Let's see if they can clear out the players as effectively as they did last time, but this time I want to see them actually use their utility. The first round, well, they got the kills, sure, but they were able to translate it into a side take. Second time around,
Attackers need to
absolutely
locate and
none
defuse
of
as
that.
many bombs
Complete
as they
switch
can.
around. They were able to get one kill, if that. Sorry, 2 kills on the initial, but after that they just could not use their utility. And Maverick tried to open up the initiation wall, the nade didn't go through, and well, they had to funnel on through. So in this round, let's see if they can actually make use of that utility, or whether once again it's just going to be an absolute brawl. Final few seconds here, funneling on the doorway. At the very least, a much more extended bomb site here, a lot more avenues to enter on in through. So let's see if this does bite them in the butt once again, or whether they can dismantle this defensive line here once again.
Absolutely. I mean, the entry onto Plucky's was a real clinch, and it was within the first 40 seconds of the round, and the clock and the single door proving to be Titan's worst enemy there. And you just wonder, what if the Ash was on the board, would she have been able to get a pick or two insight as they'd looked to funnel through? But let's not dwell on the past round. Let's move straight into the action here. It looks like it's going to be an east to west take for the attacking team. We can see Sly just jumping onto drones for his teammates, giving the calls out. And I do wonder where the roam player is going to come from this time, and which roamers are around the map. It seems like James is playing at the top of arcade, and a little bit on the arcade stairs. Anyone downstairs? If we can have the observer just go down quickly. And there is no one actually downstairs, but it's only James on the arcade stairs. So this is going to be hopefully a quick clear, you'd imagine, from the attacking team, getting their drones out in order and just clearing that as fast as possible so they can start moving towards prepping for that site to execute.
What I was talking about before this round even started is the extended hold from Bunk and Daycare into office initiation. That's exactly what they're doing, but very early on now, the Ash, well done to him, takes care of the first mirror window. Now his defense is starting to falter, and notably in this breach right here. The initiation wall opened up by the defenders, but a great kill to find. AML will here open it, gets Dr. Drop Shot off the board.
2 rounds in a row, and it's a hard breacher.
Very unfortunate one to find. I mean, sure, they've got the thermite, and I mean, the main breach has been opened up for them, but still, you want all the utility you can muster. Now, the west side take here. Let's see if this does come out for them.
Yeah, let's hope that the Maverick didn't have his grenades in his pockets, as Koza removes the second set of grenades from the board, but
Oh.
a nice peek from Sly will find two. That is Sir Pancake and AML, and Astro finds another for himself. All of a sudden, this is swung into a 3v2. One more on the board for Figure, and that is the Vector rigging out to get rid of the Thermite. No more hard breach on the board, but I think his job has been done. Some more gunfights now being taken between the Ash and Mirror, and very nice swing from the R4C. We'll see Figure off the board. 1v2, only James, and he was the sole roamer for the defense, and he's going to have to clutch it out here. Did not bring a C4, as we can see on the left hand side. He did bring a deployable shield. He's going to pre-fire out. No matter, he finds the diffuser. 33 seconds left on the board, and this is becoming nail biter towards the end.
Yeah, definitely had some info there. Takes the pre-fire and he gets the play with the diffuser. Now left on scenario 20 seconds. Pops the flashbang, but the player is in cafe. He takes care of the camera, so definitely have some information on him as well. The Valkyrie definitely has been planting out.
15 seconds remaining.
Evil Eyes, he almost guaranteed knows this player is in cafe. He needs to take care of the
10 seconds.
Lucy there, but pre-fires. The angle does not get the kill. Eventually it is JMS with the MPX to get the final kill. Unfortunate there for Pluckies, but it is James to reign supreme. Gets the final kill, and that is the round here for ATK. A great one to find him in essentially just him clutching it up. The attacker there in the Nomad absolutely tearing through the players, the defensive players then on into the main hallway, but eventually James to claw it back. Really well done to them. Now going back to Armory and Throne Room, conventionally seen as the strongest bomb site here, but they haven't been able to win it out. Let's see if this momentum that they've built up now can make a difference.
Very, very well played for James on the Valkyrie, knowing he can just play the Banshee that was situated in the hallway. Obviously, once he hears that it's broken by the Ash, he knows when the swing is coming in. A very unfortunate pre-fire there from Pluckies does not connect with the Valkyrie, and she does actually move to some more solid cover to protect the rest of her body, and just pre-fires with that APX, and she does eventually find the kill. As you did mention, we are going to Armory and Throne. Most defenders sided sites on this map, but Titan have proven that not to be the case as they whitewashed them in the very first round. We do see the exact same operator lineup come out from the attacking team, but notably we see Koza now taking up the mantle of the Vigil, which is quite interesting, choosing opting rather to roam and not sit on site as we saw in the previous round. So let's hope that he can make a difference.
10
Of course,
seconds remaining.
the difference maker in the previous rounds has been taking out the Ash early. So let's see if this K1A can collect a scalp or two on his roam.
Attackers'
The thing
objective is
is,
to
they
locate
have essentially the exact same lineups as last time. 2 roamers up top, 3 players down below, holding the main walls and just fending them off. But Titan, they usually clear from cafe, and they're going to do it once again. They're entry just as effective as last time. They're almost guaranteed going to get the kills down towards Figure up top. The question is just how long it's going to take them, and how many lives are they going to lose in this top 4 clear? Last time around, they did it flawless, almost within 30 seconds. This time around, sure you know their positions, but Causa here on the Vigil is going to be a lot harder to clear him out. He is hard stacked here on this top 4 area, playing onto the barrel's window, but he's unchallenged at the moment. Dr. Dropshot starting to open up the arcade window.
Attackers drop the
Start
diffuser.
pushing these players. 50 seconds has already elapsed.
Cover their diffuser.
Spots out Figure on the Jaeger, and he does find the kill. Great kill to find here. Pluckies answering to the information undoubtedly given to him by his teammates. The question now is, how quickly does Quasar fall? If even he does fall. Looks like they know of a player in his position. They just need to start clearing him.
Oh, they absolutely know where he is. Surely, yes, there it is. Was it the breaching charges? Did it? No, it wasn't. It was,
M4.
of course, the M4 of the Maverick. One thing I can note is that Titan have really shown to me in these first 4 rounds they are incredibly proficient in setting up their drones, gathering their information, and setting up the crossfires onto these roamers. These roamers have stood 0 chance, especially on this bomb site. And as you mentioned now, they've lost their 2 roamers' lives. The hard breach is going to work, and usually this would translate to a Titan win. And I'm very keen to see if this swings any other way besides theirs.
This is such a deja vu moment. 2 players up top lose their lives. The split hatch gets opened. And, well, this time around, Dr. Dropshot to get the 3rd. Opening up the main breach now. Tries to get the play on the throne, and he does. James left last live in a flawless round for Titan.
Do you even need the diffuser in your pocket? You're just playing for frags at this point in time. But well played to the attacking team, really just showing their aggression and, as I mentioned, their proficiency to communicate and to set up crossfires and it has really, really paid off for them in this attacking round. It's a pity they haven't executed that though onto the other two bomb sites as nicely or as cleanly as we've seen them attacking the bottom bomb site. We will go to initiation office following this. And what do you expect to see this time from the attack and defense?
I mean, off the back of such a... I'm just going to call it perfect. I mean, within the game, they call it flawless, but that was perfect. Perfectly executed, perfect teamwork, perfect drone work, answering on that drone work, perfect timing. They take the site, they get the kills, flawless. There's nothing else I can say. That was quite literally the ideal round. When you are starting a round as your IGL, you tell your team, okay, we want to accomplish XYZ. They accomplished XYZ with no losses. That was absolutely incredible and insane to watch. The question is, can they repeat that? This is a site that, sure, it relies on kills, but even more on utility. Last time that they attacked it, they completely failed it. They got the kills last time, they're going to be in an aggressive mood. But my question is now, will they be able to turn this around this time around on this attack, utilize that utility, take care of the wall now and actually get the like last time? Because last time, well, they just funneled on through a door. If that happens, well, there's almost no way that ATK does not win it. So I want to see Titan Odyssey here take a bit more time, take it a bit slower. Sure, they've got the adrenaline pumping off the ladder for that last round, but they need to take this slower.
Yeah, notably, we don't see the mirror on the board this time, so maybe a distinct lack of information going to come out for the defensive team. We do see AML once more on the roam with this Kaid, and I don't know about you, but I don't find the AUG to be a gun I'd like to take on the road, but we see it. Oh my goodness, and as I say that, he puts the words back in my mouth. He collects the first kill of the round, and that is Cannibal off the board. That is your soft breacher. You do still have the Ash on the board, and your Nomad is not running brief shot. She's running flashbang, so that may make life a little bit more difficult. There is another kill for AML, and he's going absolutely ham. That's both sets of nades once more off the board. Let's hope they weren't planning to use that from below to open up any sort of wall, clear any sort of utility. And here we go. Eventually refragged off by, who was it, by Astro? That's the thermite on the board, but losing a lot of HP in the process. And another one off the board, that's Figure, and I think that was courtesy of Pluckies.
I mean, equalized out into a 3-on-3 at least. Definitely have turned this round around, but the question is, will they be able to pivot off of it? You've lost so much here early on. Both sets of nades, the Maverick and the Sledge, a lot of utility lost on the board, but still committed 30 to work with. It just looked like they weren't able to play together as a team there. I mean, last time around we complimented them on their teamwork and getting those kills, isolating the players, knowing where they were and answering on that info, but this time it just looked like they were disjointed, honestly. They knew where the Cade was with the AUG. I mean, sure, a low damage output gun, but when you tap heads like that, AML, an absolute all brain, all aim. This man has got everything, and he utilizes it here for ATK. 2-on-2 round count, now the wall starts getting open. This is what I was talking about. Use that utility, and off the back of it, Lucky's gets a kill. The opener onto site now. 2 players left on the side. They need to clear them out. However, from the flank, the Bandit connects the first one. However, Slybutter finds one as well in the 1v2. Playing the long angle, he finds it. The MP7 reigns supreme.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Now left in a 1v1 scenario. Deja vu of the previous one. James versus Slybutter. Will he be able to clutch it out once again? This time not the MPX, but the MP7, the other MP rifle here on the defensive side. The question is, with 30 seconds on the board, one Nomad air jab does go out. Will he be able to find this? Does he have enough information? Does not look like he actually knows where the player is. He swings on around the corner, but the MP7 connects for about a 1 bullet worth of damage. The diffuser is
15 seconds remaining.
He's just yeeted into the other sides.
Attackers are
Gets the plant down.
He's gone full send. He's like, you know what, I'm not going to challenge. I have the HP advantage. The RX should win this out against AP7. James is also on lower HP, around 50.
Oh, he doesn't know he's on
We heard his C4 go out.
No.
Oh no, what has happened? Oh, he's found an air jam. It's going to be still the 1v1. The diffuser is done. But he finds the kill. James with a triple on the round. The MP7 wins it out. He gives an oof in chat. And we can get an F in chat there for Slybutter on the Nomad. It should be noted that the Bandit actually came from the very same position. He played on this very same bomb site. He did the same flank and swing into, I don't recall what it is. It's above maintenance. I don't know. But he went for the same flank. It paid off, and he got Astro all the way down with that long shot. Put himself in a 1v1, And apparently he wins those. So very well played to the Bandit, to James in particular.
Yeah, like you just
And,
pointed out. I
wow.
mean, from our perspective, with the outlines of players, it looked like you could see his head, but that was a complete wall bang through the chair. That was such a lucky kill to find. And I mean, he was
So
in an air
unfortunate.
jab. How did he win that?
No, I mean it was clever gameplay from Slide to actually vacate the premises and move into the other bomb site to get that defuse on. After all, this is an objective-based game, and the time was working against him. But you're dying to an unfortunate pre-fire through a chair. That's a feels bad man moment.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, that is a feels bad man moment. He just gets absolutely torn apart by the MP7, kill after kill, JMS finds. And that's the second round. He's single-handedly clutched. This man is doing so much for his team. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, also have to give some credit to AML last time around. Able to do so much work there down below. And it just looks like Titan Odyssey, they're working so good together as a team. They know what they want to accomplish in these rounds, but time after time, it's either just the meta screwing over or ATK's absolute
10
hero
seconds
plays.
remaining.
There's no other word for it. Play after play, time after time. These guys are showing that they
5
are
seconds
capable
remaining.
of greatness. You can actually see, okay, once again, they do open up this wall, which
Attackers are
worked out the last time. The question is, will it do the same this time around?
I'm actually so happy that this game is going the way that it is going. So metronomical in the sense that its rounds are going back and forth the entire time, looking like you would assume we're going to go to a draw into the side swap. And if we have a quick look at the operator lineups again, we don't see much variation. These ops are pretty much set in, and there we go. The opener from the Jaeger onto Plucky's. The 416C claims the scalp of the entry frag, and I wonder if that was a spawn leak or if the Ash was just going full send into the map. But regardless, that is, like I said, the entry off the board. He's been playing so well so far, going 9 and 4, just above a 2.0 KD, and there we go. He went full send, I think probably through the bathroom window, and was just destroyed in the hallway. It looks like we're clearing again from the cafe side of things, and the defenders are still just tucked into their corners on their cameras, trying to get as much intel in before the execution starts to begin.
Yeah, they're taking this very slow. They're reeling after that first hit. Definitely. I mean, the Ash taken off the board, all of the utility left, 2 drones in the pocket. He's 9 for 4 at the moment. This player's doing bits here for Titan Odyssey, and losing Pluckies, that's going to be a big one. One less player on the board so early on. The R4C is such a great gun. It's a lot to lose. But the question is, will they be able to turn this around? Forza almost gets a nade to the face, and now it looks like cafe control is in the hands of the attackers. But look at this. They get absolutely caught out after the first full send. But Slybutter, he's in arcade, and well, once again, they get absolutely punished for their aggressive plays.
That is the diffuser down, and you just have to wonder if the aggressive Ash players are the make it or break it sort of play for the attacking team. And as we see the rotate down yellow stairs, we'll see Cannibal pick up one, but so Pancake on the instant refrag with the MP5 angled on the Melusi. This is a very nice alternative to running the T5, obviously with a new update. But Astro says we'll have none of that, thank you, and claims another scalp for himself. That's a 556XI, and that is your Thermite on the board once more. Only Dropshot left alive though in a 1v3, and he's going to have to do absolute bits, as you mentioned before, of AML. It's going to be difficult though, as he's got everyone looking towards him. The pre-fires are ringing out, but Koza's just going to crouch and swing. The 416 will find the body, and Dropshot will find the floor as we go into our side swap. ATK looking really strong here.
Yeah, it really looked like it was going to a draw following Titan Odyssey's turnaround of their plays, but they were only able to win the most defensive-sided bomb site on this map. The other two, they struggled with so much. I mean, initiation in throne room, initiation in office. The one time it came down to just funneling on through. The second time, hero plays. Over on bedroom, it was basically the same story. They just won it off of hero plays and sometimes utility usage. This time around, well, Titan Odyssey, they're going to be on their defensive side, and just a complete switch around of ATK's defensive lineup. I mean, you've got the Clash, you've got the Maestro, 2 ops that weren't brought out by the defenders here. Going to be 6-picked onto the K there. Not too big of a surprise, but over on the attacking side, now that they're bringing it, I'm like, Why the hell
Defenders,
did
protect
Titan
your
Odyssey
bombs from
not
being
bring an
defused
ace?
by attackers.
Ace did receive a small nerf recently in the update. Obviously, his Salma only has 2 ticks now instead of 3, so it will only make a crouch or vaultable hold. So I guess if you're wanting a full clear wall to run through, then Thermite is still your best bet, and we did see Titan bring that to the table. But now it is the side swap, and we do see another strategy being employed with the Ace and the Maverick. Capital also on the board, which we didn't see previously. And I do wonder whether those bolts are going to be deployed. I assume perhaps behind the throne or even into split to facilitate a hatch drop. But I can only speculate at this point in time. It does seem like they are looking to defend towards the Locker's wall. You see that Banshee is down, and they got their ADSs in place for those grenades that Maverick is packing. It's going to be a east side spawn for the attacking team. Diffuser dropped, and just I think diligently checking for any sort of spawn peaks and just any late rotations coming out from the defenders. Doesn't seem to be the case here, as Dropshot now moves in towards Cash, and he's probably going to be the first point of contact for this attacking team. And let's see how much damage he can put in with this K1A and on this roam.
That was Caster's curse to the next level. That was instant. That was 0
literally
millisecond.
Literally, it is. It's unfortunate. It's a real struggle being a caster sometimes. Like it's such bad will for the players.
Yeah, that was just unlucky. Dr. Dropshot gets killed off almost instantly off the intake of Forza. Not doing too well this game, 4 for 5, but I mean, when you get kills like that, no one can argue against you. An important one to find. Vigil, the K1A, now off the board, and so quickly. I mean, they wasted a bit of time in spawn. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they droned out the Vigil and they got the kill off of that, but I mean, still, they're on pace to take the top side very quickly. 1 minute 20 off the board. They've got full top floor control, and they're starting to open up these angles. They've got control of the top dragon stairs. Clash is pinging them out, but there's nothing he can do about them. He is just a friendly guy at that with a shield. But now, the main maintenance wall is going to start getting opened here. The Maverick is going to prime his nades as well, the Capital, his firebolts. There's no way they're going to be able to penetrate this. The player is going to have to fall off. Sure, I mean, they've got the Ace, but first they need to take care of, I believe it's an Electro Claw in this case. Don't really know where that is situated, but they're going to have to get it off the wall if they want to open up this wall.
No, absolutely, and it should be noted that also Clash is not necessarily just played to annoy players, but to give intel. You can see she can stand safely in that single door and just call out the exact positions of the attackers trying to push in. You saw them top dragon. We see now the Ace Salmas being deployed on the wall, and I assume it did get them open and makes a, I assume a running or runnable wall opening. I would assume it does seem to be the case, and there we go. We see the Capital Flame Bolts coming in, probably a counter pick towards the Clash. I don't think it's been doing any damage whatsoever, and as you can see, no, Clash still at 100 figures. Claymore catches like he's, I'm assuming, on a rotate, and look at this pre-fire. Will it collect? Not the case. Figure will get Sly, James will get Astro, and very swiftly it's going to be a 5v1. Cannibal drops the hatch, and AML just rips right through with that R4C. All he had to do was look. Oh no! All he had to do was look up. There we go. I thought he caught the wrong player there for a second, but the Melusi drops with the back turned. The R4C and the Ash. You can't ask for more of a gift, more of a silver platter just to eat off of, and collects that one for himself. 5-2 in favor of ATK. And do you think that Titan can bring this one back?
Most definitely. I mean, it's 5-2, but on such a defensive side map, they're going back to Armory and Throne Room. Might not be the best of options, but I mean, sure, they stick it. But what I wanted to talk about is ATK's attack there was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, initially, they took some time, they droned it out, they got an almost perfect and instantaneous kill onto Dr. Dropshot on the Vigil, and it was insane. That was almost perfect. After that,
I may have actually blinked when that happened. I was casting and I blinked and he was dead, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
I mean, as great as that was, even after that, what ATK were able to do is they played in pockets. What I mean with that is, sure, they had one player essentially alone up top, but it's Forza, he can fend for himself. What they did was they played 2 players on the maintenance wall and 2 players on the barrel wall. and they perfectly penetrated the side. They executed from there. Quasar up top, waltzed on around. I believe it was Cannibal on the Melusi last time, and really just a great attack and a great attack and execute. They're able to just cancel out these players, cancel out utility play, and they just win it off of that. Simple as that. Question is, will the defenders be able to answer back onto that crane? Cheeky spawn peek here, Plucky.
Oh, I don't see anyone spawning there though.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, luckily we have the oversight, the X-ray vision to see if there are any sort of silhouettes and players spawning in towards that spawn peak. It didn't seem to be the case that time, so Jaeger will not be able to collect any early kills for himself. It is going to be an east to west sort of clear, and here we see Dropshot once more roaming towards the office bathroom side of things. He's going to actually fall all the way back into the office, sees the drone and tries to get rid of it, but all the while he will be giving his presence away. There is a Banshee to assist him, but it's not going to assist him much if he's going to stay in the same room as this.
Yeah, he's scared this time. He's playing the Penta strat. Just fall off, waste some time. The question is, how much time will he be able to waste, because the attackers, they've fallen off now. They're not on the top floor anymore. Cause is still there, but that's exactly what they did last time. Leave one player there to take care of him, but that's what happens when you don't take care of the Titan players. Pluckies goes for the aggressive round-up. He finds AML. The Ash taken off the board now in a 4v5 scenario. Now, complete reign for the top floor players. The roamers here are essentially uncontested. Sure, actually no, Causa has fallen back. Complete top floor presence here for Dr. Dropshot and Cannibal.
You love to see it, and most players tend to play Ash as that entry fragger, but of course she does. Oh, what? Sorry, what a fantastic shot from the AK-74. That is because I'm cleaning up Dr. Dropshot on the yellow stairs. And back to my original point, a lot of players play Ash as that entry fragger role just because of her gun and her speed, but in the meta we find ourselves in with this bulletproof gadgets, these deployable shields, you actually need those two breach charges to deal with that sort of utility. You need your extra flashbangs to clear out the Wamais and the ADSs, so she could be considered a support player of sorts, but I feel like you were going to jump in there, and please, by all means, go ahead.
I don't think ATK is winning this. All three Selmas have been used. They were tricked. They need to use the Maverick now, and if they don't get this kill, I'm going to be surprised. This is such an easy kill to find onto the Maverick. You've got a C4 on the Bandit, and I mean, he's an armory, but he can easily go around, he's literally mavericking onto the main wall.
I don't think this is the play.
Not gotten that kill?
I don't think this is the play. 30 seconds left on the clock. Cannibal will collect Koza, so that is the Nomad off the board, so no more air jabs going to be deployed from her side. I think we're ready for an execute here as the smoke darts go out from the Capital. He's going to swing the Dragon single, and we can literally see the silhouette, but he can't. And Figure collects Astro, and that is one more off the board. Pluckies gets James, Pancake gets Cannibal, and one all-out frag fest here. Figure will collect Pluckies, and we are in a 2v1. Who's going to lose out? Sly gets the kill onto Sir Pancake, but Diffuser is still going down. He's going to stick it. It's the Bandit versus the Para of the Capital. He's rotating through split though, and you can see Capitan not entirely certain where the rotates come from. Pre-fire will give away the Bandit's position, and who's going to swing first? Who's going to connect their shots? Sly solo on HP. Can he pull out the hero play? He cannot, and Figure will collect that kill with the Para. Capital winning it out in the 1v1, making the impeccable decision to stick that diffuser and just put the time on the last remaining defender's shoulders.
Yeah, really well done there to ATK. I was going to comment while you were talking on how scattered their play was. They had two players basically doing the execute, and one player with 20 seconds left still up top worrying about a roam, because Cannibal was basically left alive up top. Sure, he came for the flank later on, but they were ready for it. What I was going to say there is, sure, they've got the potential here for an execute, but there's almost no way they make it happen, and somehow they make it happen. That's ATK.
Somehow. The best moment in that round must have been the defender standing right in front of the attacker, and they're just unaware because of those smoke bolts.
Yeah.
Like, my goodness. People come so close and they just have no idea. But luckily, we do have that X-ray vision and we can see that ourselves.
Attackers need to locate.
Let's have a quick look at what we have here. They've gone to the top. They've gone to initiation, I think it is. An office.
I mean, not once again. They went throne room twice.
No.
Yeah, this time, yeah, it is office and initiation.
Yeah, I thought that. We do see the mirror on the board from Dropshot. First time we're going to see it from Titan side. And yeah, it's actually a pretty standard, looks to be a pretty standard setup for the defenders on this bomb site. I think we almost see an exact mirror from attack, which is quite interesting. Figure is actually still sticking the capital, so obviously lending into the strats, not necessarily being picked for the clash plays. I'm quite interested to see how he deploys his firebolts and his smoke bolts around this map to facilitate his team's executes.
I mean, last time around, it worked out so well for him. He was able to utilize the capital firebolts not only to cancel out the bandit trick, but in the smoke. That execute would not have been won, in my opinion, had it not been for the capital firebolt smokes. It helped so much. I mean, I'm sure you might make the argument it hinders the attackers as well. I mean, we saw the player looking for him in the smoke, but in the end, it did help them out. And the question is, will it help them out this time around? Because they've got a mirror. They've got a mirror playing behind mirror windows. What is a good counter to that? Well, a capital firebolt put on behind the mirror window. So, in my opinion, very good attacking lineup to take care of this, and when you're 6-2 up, you can take some chances. So I'm looking forward. Yeah, ATK, a very aggressive ATK.
Oh, well done. Did he get it?
Yeah, he did.
I did get it. No, he got it. He got
He
it.
doubted himself.
I doubted him as well. I was confused. Quite a notable usage for those micro bolts, those smokes. If you absolutely need to, you can smoke out the front of the mirror just to block her line of sight so that you can rotate past safely. Of course, you can expect a pre-fire, as I mean, I feel like any sort of at least 100 IQ player would know if there's smoke, there's someone near it. But I don't know that they're going to waste those smokes just like that. We do see some flashbangs thrown into Cash, and they won't flash anybody apart from perhaps the mirror, but she's fallen off that window as it was opened up previously. AML has moved to top dragon, and he's got this 90 hallway control, waiting for the rest of the attack players to fill in and fall in to Cash, and it looks like they're going to execute straight through the bathroom almost, as they do have the wall open into a bomb site.
Yeah.
Sly is of course playing, sorry, please fill in if you'd like to.
Yeah, I want to see how long this takes them to realize the entire attack is coming from Cash. They've not answered to it, and well, that happens when you don't answer to an attack.
Oh.
Jameis gets two. Dr. Dropshot is being absolutely peppered here inside of Vault. And now Slybutter once again with the MP7. It's not looking good. He rips the C4 on match point. He loses this one out. It is ATK to find the win, and well, the C4 gets shot. That is just the cherry on the cake. If he wins that
it doesn't rain, but it pours. Very nice shot there to finish things off. But yeah, that was, as you mentioned, it took very long for Titan to realize that the push was coming from one side. They expected a lot more from ATK, but they proved that sometimes simpler is better. And Sly not managing to pull out any hero plays there, but very well played to ATK. Any closing thoughts from your side?
I mean, I just wanted to talk about the figurative way of that C4 getting shot out of the air. The entire, just the entire game, it felt like Titan Odyssey, they knew what they wanted to do. They knew where they wanted to get. Sometimes it was just hero plays from ATK, strat play from ATK, their own faltering strat play that got in their way. And that C4 getting shot out of the air, to me, just shows... To me, it's like, it exactly mirrors that. They know what they want to do. They know they want to lob out that C4, but just ATK. They shoot it out of the air. All of the hopes drained from that man.
Very clean.
He loses out the round, he loses out the game.
I completely agree with you. And wow, what a game that was. I'm quite glad I got to debut with that. I'm very much looking forward to seeing more. I've heard a lot of good things about all these PC orgs flaunting their names all across Twitter. Yep. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping more on the PC side of things. Congrats once more to ATK cleaning up Titan in swift fashion there towards the end of things. And I'm really enjoying seeing the strats and the actual time that these players have put into practice and how clean they can be on their executes.
I mean, you came from Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, yes?
I did. It's not clean.
Yeah,
I've
casted one console 20, and it was a struggle. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, in the end, just both of these teams, in my opinion, played at their peak performance. Just one's peak performance is higher than the other. Sorry, Odyssey, I'm officially signed to Titan, but I'll say my own opinion. I'm not gonna hold anything back. Titan Odyssey, they did what they could, but ATK were just on another level. There were times when Titan Odyssey looked like they were going to lock this out. I mean, we think back to that round where Causa and I believe it was AML up top just got absolutely torn apart on the roam. There was no other word for it. They got torn apart. It looked like Titan Odyssey was in complete control of those rounds. And, well, when you look at all of the rounds, however, they weren't in control of them. Maybe that 1 or 2, but it started to falter towards the end. And, well, that's the storyline that we saw on our screens. 7-2, going the way of ATK, a brilliant matchup in the Mettlestate Pro Series. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. This has been me, Kanye Diffuse. The first time I've actually been back in quite a while, joined this time around by my friend King Luther. Any final words or plugs?
Plugs. Yeah, I'll be streaming, I suppose, at 8:30. I'll be streaming Primal versus Team DreamHack 2.
Ooh.
Very highly rated teams on the Xbox scene. It won't be as clean as what you just saw from the PC side of things, but it will definitely be action-packed. So you can catch me there, as mentioned, at 8:30. That's King Luther _ on Twitch. Thank you very much for having me. I look forward to our future endeavors. And thanks to Mettlestate for hosting this amazing tourney. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this rounds out.
Yeah, there's so many storylines to go in this Mettlestate Pro Series. So many games, so many things to come, and we'll bring it all to your very screen. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. This has been your boy Kanye Diffuse on Twitter, on Uplay, YouTube, Twitch, everything. It's Kanye, it's Diffuse. Well, that is our story. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Cheers.